Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Shepherd in at the point. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. Well, Clark, in game 2 of the back-to-backs, players have to be running more on adrenaline than rest.
Clearly there's some fatigue that comes into play, especially for your heavy minute players. That's why your reserve players, the guys on the bench, are so important, because in back-to-back situations, adrenaline's not enough to overcome fatigue.
Now here's Anunoby, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. And Brunson gets it to go.
Tough as they come, sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Now Durant. Anunoby covering. Pass to Thompson. And they pick up 2.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Bridges outside. Anunoby for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Thompson outside. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Durant. Anunoby covering. 13 feet out. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
Now here's Towns, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Fades and shoots. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, "We have some plans," Coach said with a smile, "but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile." So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Anunoby, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Pass to Brunson. Six on the shot clock. No good. Unable to win this run.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Thompson finds Smith. Now here's Şengün. Thompson outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got his third basket on the night right there.
They're really working the paint now.
Knicks trail by 6. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Outside Brunson. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Here's Durant. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And let's take a moment to call out some of the top defenders in the rookie class. Number 1, Reed Shepherd.
And the level of activity he brings to the defensive end is special. For a rookie to be this dialed in and grabbing this many steals, it's really impressive.
Yeah, his anticipation is just phenomenal. Always looking to jump the passing lane, pick your pocket, come up with the steal. You can't put the ball in front of him because he'll take it from you and then laugh at you.
Hart from long range. He drops it from range.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Thompson outside. Back to Durant. Five to shoot. Shoots. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Yeah, their offense is really humming right now. They just can't miss.
Outside Brunson. Şengün against Towns. Pass to Hart. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Inside. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist by Smith.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Anunoby finds Towns. Right side Brunson. Anunoby for 3. That shot is off. And here's Houston. They're on a 17-6 run. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
That's one of the things that makes Anunoby so valuable offensively. I mean, he's always a threat, even if he doesn't have the ball.
Outside Durant. Oh, sweet move. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Hart. Towns outside. New York working the ball around now. Anunoby on the wing. Pass to Bridges. And here's Hart. Outside Brunson. Takes the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Brunson's got his second basket of the night.
Brunson, a career 40% three-point shooter. Man, that shot is reliable.
Durant surveying the D. Şengün, a screen on Anunoby. Durant against Bridges. Towns with a rebound. Knicks trail by 6. Jacks up a 3. Bridges misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Pass to Thompson from the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Now Towns. Now Brunson takes a 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Here's Shepherd. Back to Thompson. For 3, Durant. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And then for Houston, Capella comes in for Alperen Şengün. And Eason subbed in for Shepherd. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 9. Outside Hart. Going inside. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Pass to Durant. Bridges against Eason. Thompson with a screen. Eason can't get it to go.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Hart. Outside Brunson. Drives to the hoop. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
You know, he's such an unpredictable player because of his change of pace, his great footwork, his deceptive strength. When you least expect it, Brunson hits you with that floater, and you're defenseless against it.
Now here's Durant. 14 points for him. Here's Thompson. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Bridges outside. Now Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. Thompson against Brunson. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Capella, screen on Anunoby. Releases from 15. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 16 points now.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Bridges. Still without a bucket. Back to Brunson. On the clock, and it's New York scoring again.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max, Clark.
Yeah, you know, BA, it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
Eason can't get it to go.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. From behind the arc. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Hart. Shamet comes in for Anunoby. Clarkson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Şengün checked in for Clint Capella. Green comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Durant. And it's Davison in for Amen Thompson. Here's Davison. To the left wing. Şengün against Robinson. Şengün in the post. To the wing on the left. Here's Davison. The rebound by Shamet.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Şengün against Clarkson. Towns outside. There's the triple. And again, New York with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Davison, the pass to Eason. Three-pointer. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question, they're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Pass to Robinson. To the inside. And Towns slams it home.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
And here's Şengün. He's covered by Clarkson. Green for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This is the first they're seeing of Houston.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Davison. Down low to halt the run. Şengün, no good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
It doesn't go for him. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the Knicks. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New York.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Mitchell Robinson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Shamet in at the 3. That's the group for New York starting the second. Now here's Towns. And it falls all over the rim and in. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
You know, Towns can burn you from anywhere, especially from these in-between spots.
Şengün against Robinson. Şengün passes to Eason. Here's Okogie. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks leading by 5. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And a quick look at the stats after that game. They were phenomenal from the charity stripe.
And not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
And New York has possession. Following the score by Houston. Towns down low. Green covering. Robinson gets the bucket.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Rockets trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, "No matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind." Brian, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
That free throw misses. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, B.A., you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Sengun. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
Clarkson for three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Rockets trail by 4. Green finds Easton. Houston working the ball around. Sengun in the post, working on Robinson. And Sengun gets it to go.
The balance, the focus. Sengun shrugging off the contact in style.
To the paint. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Towns. Back to Alvarado. The three is up. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. And here we have the leading defensive teams in the league after the All-Star break. The Knicks 4th.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The 11-footer and another basket for Houston. New York has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Clarkson passes to Alvarado. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Double team on Towns. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Shamet's got 5.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And some changes here for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Shamet. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Okogie. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Thompson outside. Easton finds Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No coverage that time. He's got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Brunson. 14 points for him. And the call will be against Alperen Sengun. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Already a second foul, just something to keep in mind.
The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Shot clock at 6. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Outside, Green. Pass to Durant. This one for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Bridges misses. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Houston. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. Now here's Durant. He's guarded by Bridges. Green against Anunoby. Bridges outside. Pass to Clarkson. Now Towns. Outside Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. Confident at the rim.
Another hoop for Brunson. Really, he's one of the most potent scorers in the league. He's on a heater tonight, folks.
Outside Durant. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
When you have that kind of size advantage, You just need to go right to the rim.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Thompson. Brunson passes to Towns. Oh, can't get Towns any space from there.
Hey, you know your center is a great shooter. When your goal is to get him a three, Towns can make those pay dividends.
Back to Durant. Banked it in off the glass. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Bridges. Towns outside. Back to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 3. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Right through the defender, Şengün. No hesitation and no mercy.
Now Towns, defended by Şengün. Towns against Şengün. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat's is generally among the best in the league.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. And then for Houston, Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Green, and it's Shepard in for Eason. And so Towns nails them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Smith outside. Back to Durant. Shoots over Anunoby. And another basket for Houston. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Brunson. He's got 16. Towns, left side. The big man, Cat.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Pass to Shepard. For 3, Smith. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now Brunson. Here's Towns. Guarded by Capella. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it.
6th in second chance points. And they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And you mentioned just how well they rebound. This is a team that works hard and knows how to box out. Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Anunoby against Durant. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Anunoby passes to Brunson. as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
You talk about a high motor, mental tenacity and toughness. Brunson wears defenses down, even when they throw different people at him.
Now here's Thompson. He had 22 in the win against the Suns in Phoenix.
Relentless on the glass. Boards are largely about how much you want it.
Knicks leading by 3. Outside Anunoby. Three-pointer. Smith with the rebound. Houston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. On the wing, Durant. Making it look easy inside. Durant.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
And Brunson, here we go. Out to Bridges. There's the 3. And a big finish by Robinson.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Capella after the basket by New York on the other end. Shot clock at 5. And here's Shepherd for 3. With the clock winding down. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now here's Robinson. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Brunson. He got a piece of it. They get it back for 3. Bridges. Pure from three-point range. Bridges has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Durant. Smith outside. Durant with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, Durant with a steal. And here is Thompson. Count it. Thompson's got 11.
And Shepherd is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
50 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And there's the lob. And a big finish by Robinson.
Tell you what, I can't think of a more menacing lob threat than Robinson. He's big, he's got nice bounce, and he's physical. An ideal finisher on that.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Durant for 3. On target from range. Durant's got 30 points.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
It's Hart on the wing. Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. The floater. Oh, Brunson with the floater.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to take it.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look at Houston, the playoffs right around the corner. Tonight's going to be about fine-tuning and getting ready for the postseason.
Yeah, one game left to play. You want to stay as healthy as possible and go out with a win.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the New York Knicks.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Houston. Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. KD and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Shepard is out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
Now here's Brunson. The D's right on him. There's the steal. Outside Durant. Pass to Shepard for the lead. That shot off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Anunoby. And it's good for 2. Anunoby's got 10 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepard. For the lead. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Shepard. Durant's got 6 in the quarter. Up top, Anunoby. Towns outside. It's Bridges on the wing. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right side Durant. Şengün, a screen on Hart. On the wing, Thompson. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. New York trailing. Outside Brunson. To the middle. Here's Towns. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Now here's Thompson. 13 points in the game.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
The Knicks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Towns outside. Back to Brunson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The shot by Towns, no good. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Durant. And the 3 off target. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Outside Durant. Fires the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Left side Hart for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Knick lead.
Well, that's a good shot from Hart, effectively spacing the floor for his team.
Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
Screen by Hart. Now here's Brunson, guarded closely, played it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
Such an impressive feel for the game and with the ball in his hands. Brunson is so clever. He can outsmart a lot of defenders with his dribble moves.
Şengün, a screen on Anunoby. For 3, Durant. Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Towns looking for an opening. Pass to Bridges. The 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
Durant finds Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Now here's Smith. For 3, Durant. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Right side, Brunson. Leaning into the contact. Brunson with the finish inside.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Smith outside. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by New York.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Pass to Bridges. Now it's Hart. Towns on a screen. Puts up a 3. Hart can't hit. Rockets trail by 7. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here's Brunson. Pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Şengün, covered by Towns. And Şengün gets it to go.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Left side, Brunson. A sturdy finish from Brunson.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Houston. 7-point differential. The three. Hart pulls it in.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
OG elevating. Boy, this guy can fly.
The Rockets have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Here's Shepherd. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And there's Şengün. That one's good. On the assist from Durant. 13 points for Alperen Şengün. Knicks leading by 7. Towns outside. Pass to Bridges. And Anunoby for 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
A capable shooter from the three-point line. I mean, Anunoby loves shaking free.
Oh,
man.
Oh,
Punch, that was.
bad intentions.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. New York has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Right side Brunson. Shot from the wing. Rockets with a rebound. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Durant. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
I thought he had that one. I think he did, too.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith inside. He's covered by Hart.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Towns on a screen. Fires for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Smith. And that one drops for him.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A new lineup here for New York. With only 1 game left, let's take a peek at how the final seedings could look in the West. Taking a look at Houston, they've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now.
When I look at the Rockets, they gave it their all this year, putting themselves in great position moving into the playoffs. They are geared up and ready to go.
Robinson finds Clarkson. And he's going for the lob! Stolen by Capella. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Outside, Finney Smith. To the paint. From 9 feet out. And another basket for Houston. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Houston?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Pass to Green. Hits the jump hook.
I just love the ball movement.
The Knicks with the lead. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Clarkson for 3. Capella with a rebound. And it's Houston's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Outside Eason, out to the right wing. Capella against Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Okogie. Houston needs to get off a shot. Eason. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Knicks shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Here's Clarkson. Eason with a steal. And here comes the break. Finney Smith passes to Eason. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Capella. On the wing, Finney Smith. Oh, off target. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. A tremendous offensive output. He's got 29 tonight. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Towns in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Back to Alvarado. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Shamet. From downtown. Doesn't go for him. The Rockets trail. Finney Smith passes to Okogie. Here's Şengün. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Clarkson outside. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Şengün, a screen on Clarkson. Outside, Green. Here's Eason. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Okogie. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Alvarado outside. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. The shot by Towns, no good.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Now Finney Smith. Pass to Green to take the lead. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Shamet. He's marked by Finney Smith. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York. And a change for the Rockets. Durant, he's checked in for Finney Smith. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Thanks for that, Allie. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Durant. To tie it up. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brunson finds Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Pass to Alvarado. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Okogie. Outside, Green. Here's Eason. Can't tie it up. That one misses. New York leading by 3. Clarkson passes to Brunson. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Clarkson for three. It's rebounded by Şengün.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
Oh, Robinson with a block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
Just 3 to shoot. Durant for 3. Sinks it from distance. Durant's got 39.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Here's Brunson outside. Oh, Brunson with the triple.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half, now 1 in the second.
Outside Durant. Pass to Eason. The 3 is up. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got 6 assists here tonight.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
New York has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's Towns. Alvarado outside. Now here's Brunson from outside the arc. Oh, Brunson with the response.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
There's the screen. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And some changes here for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Alvarado. And then for Houston, Finney Smith checked in for Green. And it's Thompson in for Okogie. Pass to Towns. Now Brunson. Kicks it out, Towns. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Finney Smith inside. He's covered by Clarkson. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Towns, a screen on Thompson. Brunson on the drive. Nice D from Thompson. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Şengün. Brunson defending to take the lead. And Şengün with the lay-in. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Back to Brunson. The shot's good. Brunson's got 37.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
Durant, the pass to Thompson. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Outside Anunoby. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Şengün. Outside Finney Smith. Three-pointer, no good. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Fighting hard there, impressive move by Towns, who'll go to the line for 1 more.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
The Knicks have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Here's Brunson. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Shepard. Outside Durant. Houston working the ball around. Şengün, a screen on Anunoby. Durant for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Şengün against Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Outside Hart. Launches it. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
To stop the run. Shepard, that's good.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepard, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. And he's all alone for the finish. Yes, sir! We saw it coming. He left no room for error.
He was no stranger to big buckets in college. And Shepard letting it fly there in a big spot.
Now Brunson. Şengün pulls it down. Rockets trail by 4. Durant! Yes, sir! From 13 feet.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Towns on a screen. Outside Hart. Getting crafty. Oh, it drops in.
Huge points from Hart there. Never shies away from the big moment.
Durant against Anunoby. And count it.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Shoots it. Drains it. Use the step back.
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
Durant inside. Towns on him. Anunoby there for the rebound. Knicks leading by 4. Here's Brunson. Now Anunoby from downtown. The 3 ball is down.
Yeah, Anunoby likes that corner angle. He's very comfortable from there.
Anunoby against Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Well, in my mind, KD is one player that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late game situations.
What's up?
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Outside Bridges. Takes a 3. Şengün pulls it down. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Jabari Smith. Count it.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Here's Bridges. Towns, a screen on Thompson. Now Towns, beyond the arc. No good.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Durant inside. He's guarded by Bridges. Bridges pulls it down. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that makes it a three-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
I think they should have prepared for this scenario. Little time, need a three. Of course, the defense will be defending the line, but nobody said it was going to be easy. You got to try to find a way.
It's all about getting a three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first. And that'll put him up two. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a three-point game.
He stepped up to the line and handled business that time. It's still a one-possession game, though.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Turning here to our analyst, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot three, so I think it's got to be an alley-oop that draws the and one potentially. Crazy scenario right here.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win, and we found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.